People, welcome to another episode of Vlogmas. I am here this morning with my Nespresso and my electrolytes because your girl is hungover. We spent the entire day yesterday doing a food tasting and a cocktail tasting for the wedding, and yeah, I was about 4 or 5 cocktails in before we made it home, and I haven't been drinking like that lately, so it just got to me. So this morning I made sure to start with my electrolytes. I think you all probably saw me add them to my water in the first episode of Vlogmas. The ones I've been liking, I've tried many, are by Ultima, the Ultima Replenishers. You can probably find them on Amazon, but I put them in my Whole Foods order, and the flavor that I like is lemonade. You don't have to worry about sugar. It's no sugar, carbs, or calories. It's gluten-free, vegan, and keto-friendly. Plant-based flavors and colors, no artificial sweeteners. So if you're someone who just wants to increase your hydration or likes a boost because you're not a big water drinker, these are good ones. But we move, girl. We move because I am already up, dressed, and ready to get up out of here. I opened up 3 days in our advent calendar because I was behind. Let's talk about what we have from the Jo Malone calendar. First, we have the Wood Sage and Sea Salt Cologne. You all already know how I feel about this. I think I actually shared with you in my last Vlogmas episode. There was another product that was Wood Sage and Sea Salt, maybe the body wash. So I'm excited to have now a re-up of the fragrance to go with the body wash. This is on the sweeter side. I was going to say it's gender neutral, but no, it's definitely on the sweeter side, but it's more neutral by way of if you don't like things that are floral or too deeply kind of woodsy or heavy, you would like this a lot. Pomegranate Noir is the candle that, ooh, this smells like Christmas. I lit the Peony and Blush Suede earlier, but I feel like when I get home, I want to light this one. So pomegranate is what gives it kind of like a sweetness, and then Noir it gives it a smoky or a spiciness. So this is a good one for Christmas, and I don't like pine, so that actually feels like something that's good for me. And then Wild Bluebell Body Cream. I've never smelled this before, y'all. Let's see. Kind of powdery, maybe. Let me see the consistency of the body cream, though, because my hands are super dry. That feels silky. That feels silky. We like that. I like that a lot, actually. I put the hand cream in my purse, or like the lotion in my purse, but the body cream feels like silkier. It feels smooth, which is nice. While we're here, let's pick a fragrance together. I'm in the mood for something that feels kind of spicy. So I think I'm going to do the Brown Girl Jane Casablanca. Brown Girl Jane makes many fragrances, but the Casablanca is one of my favorites. My aunt actually has this as well. You just feel like a lady with that one on. You really, really do. And because of me, we're going to just do a little dab of that Bois de Ballecourt Maison Louis Marie No. 4, because I just can't help myself. I really can't. That is just my favorite fragrance of all time It is a Santal 33 by Le Labo dupe, if you haven't heard me go on and on about it before. So I mentioned that I am up and dressed today. It is because my goddaughter and I are going to go to Olfactory. I think that's how you pronounce it. It is a fragrance making workshop here in DC. I think it started in New York. And right now, if you were in the DC Metro, they have a standalone spot that is in Georgetown. Like that is their permanent location. And I think they also have a pop-up going on. So this is the kind of like experience that I think would be a good gift for someone for the holiday season, especially if there's a younger person in your life. And believe it or not, Marley found this, so I didn't even know that they existed. But I'm excited to go because obviously I love fragrances, but also because I've been thinking a lot about what an experience can be at our wedding. I went to a wedding recently. It was my friend Dominique and Donnie's. Well, it was last year, but the most recent wedding that I have gone to. And they had two things that I was just so impressed by. One was someone drawing caricatures during the cocktail hour. And the other one was someone typing haiku. You gave them like a word or a phrase and they created haiku for you and you got to take it home. So I've been thinking about, and just events during New York Fashion Week, etc., about what makes things memorable and what sets things apart. For me, it's really ever the food. It might be a cocktail, to be honest with you, but it's always something that I can go home with. And I don't want to do a traditional favor. My fiance and I both agree on that. So I was thinking maybe a fragrance making or a reed diffuser making or something that allows people to have a memory that they can go home with, but also get a little hands-on. So I'll be excited to see what the experience is like today and possibly talk to them about a partnership for the wedding. I am wearing minimal makeup today, just enough to even my skin tone out of the Fenty Beauty Skin Tint, a little mascara, drew on my brows. But let's do a pop of a lip just to make me feel like I'm human. You all asked about this lip so much during the Vlogmas episode where I was in Boston with Margot. It is a Too Faced lip color called Infatuation. It's they call it a liquid lipstick, but it goes on, it dries semi-matte. The one thing I don't like about it though is that it has that plumping quality in it. So when you first put it on, I've gotten used to it now, but it kind of tingles your lips. I don't know why all the plumping materials or plumping lip products do that. But I like to also line my lips before I put it on. So let's try this together. I don't need a lot of a liner, but just something to make sure that my lips are not, or the color doesn't bleed into the side of my lips. And I always blot it to kind of widen it a bit. This is the OG Matte Chestnut. I forgot I had that, y'all. And it has I think this is called a doe foot. And that is the color. I'm trying to get in some light so you can see a little bit better. I think it's a nice dark girl friendly red. I love this shade, and to be honest with you, I think it also looks really good without a liner. It just depends on if you want like an ombre lip or not. So I am going to put on my bracelets. You all know these are by Free Maiden. Cartier cuff here. This is my David Yurman ring here. Just put a little bit more cream on my hands. And let's figure out today's earring situation. It's going to be simple. I think I'm just going to do my OG hoops by, who are these by, y'all? MM LaFleur. I'm showing you the side of my face. There's no earring there, girl. By MM LaFleur. I'm going to grab some sunnies. But first, let me turn you around and show you the rest of the fit. All right, this is a testament to why I do not buy designer sunglasses anymore because I think I lost my newest pair by Air that I got on Shopbop. So I grabbed this pair. They are Tom Ford dupes by Amazon. Y'all have seen those a bunch of times. I don't know if I've talked to you about this jacket or not during Vlogmas. It is by Gucci. I got it at the outlet. It was 50% off the outlet price, which was basically a steal, but I will definitely link it down below because I also found it on the outlet. It is a cropped, I think they're calling this a barn jacket. The fleece lining on the inside makes it super warm, and it even has quilted sleeves on the inside. So I can actually get away with this with my Quince cashmere knit underneath because this is almost as warm as a coat. I got off the plane after Thanksgiving, came back home to landed at DCA, and it was 40 degrees. I didn't even realize it because I was wearing a cashmere knit and this jacket. Jeans are by Madewell. They are high-waisted, as you can see. Dark wash denim, kind of have a vintage vibe to them that I thought matched the jacket, which I love. Boots are the same H&Ms. I hauled these at the beginning of fall for you. Black bag is Berkeisha, and I added a few bag charms on her from my friend Alex just to make her fun for a day out and about. All right, y'all, let's get outside.
It smells very fun here on this boat.
Yeah, it does. That smells very fun.
This is more of the floral side.
It is. This is more fresh.
I don't know. It just smells like a fragrance I would wear.
Taylor. Can I tell you my two? I like Blake and I like Taylor.
You don't like that?
I don't dislike it, but I think if I had to put them in order, I would say Taylor, Blake, and Dylan.
It's just that Dylan sounds like somebody I know. Like, I feel like I know her.
Maybe it's you. Maybe it's you.
I know her.
Okay, I think I'm going to go with Jay here. This is the one that you said smells like a man. Men are sexy and beautiful. Okay, but smell Hunter. Smell Hunter.
Hey y'all, it's me, Tashira, and we're back today. We are, no, dang, hold on you guys. We're now choosing our bottle name and what color we would like. I think I'm gonna go something based off my birthday.
Okay, that sounds good. And what our lovely, what is your title? No, like, is it like a olfactory?
It's olfactory, but like people call us a scentologist.
Okay, so our lovely scentologist is mixing the base that we liked, and then she has these really special concoctions that she's gonna put a dropper on with it, and then based upon the base that we like and the notes that she's recommending that pair with it nicely, we then can choose our final fragrance. But as Marley said, we have to first choose a bottle color and choose a name, and we can only have 9 characters, so this is gonna be hard.
A lot of people use ChatGPT.
ChatGPT for that? Oh, that's a good idea. Okay, we're gonna ask ChatGPT. We're using ChatGPT. I'm not going to tell you that Marley should not have ChatGPT on her phone because I don't know how she's using these powers in class. They better be for good and not evil. All right. Okay, so we started to now play with names that are based upon our names. So Marley's are Marfleur. I like that. Marlesque. That sounds like burlesque. No. And then the one that I like on my list is Tashik. I think Tashik might be it. Tashik and Marfleur. Okay, guys, we just left. Do you still want to go to Van Leeuwen?
Yeah.
Okay, so we just left Liberté for brunch.
What's the name? Philly.
Okay. And now we're going to Van Leeuwen because Marley wants like a milkshake, I think. So we're going to give that a try, something sweet. I don't want earthy matcha. Brunch was really good. They have a strawberry matcha ice cream, though. I could go for that. Ooh, and a pumpkin cheesecake. Not a big ice cream eater, but I do love shakes. Ooh, that sounds good. Ask them for a sample so you can make sure you like it. Strawberry matcha. Let's see. Which one you got? I actually really like that. It's not overly sweet. It's actually delicious. Yeah. And it's not like overpowering the matcha. That was good.
Hey y'all. So I've got a caramel cookies and cream shake. When I tell y'all, it's nasty. It is so good. Like the cookies and cream with that caramel, it's like your grandma cookies.
And we are headed now to the car. I'm gonna drop Marley off, and then when I get home, either today or tomorrow, I'm gonna talk to you all about my recommendations for what you buy the person who has everything this time of year. Good morning, good people. Yesterday, you last saw me with Marley in Georgetown. By the time I got home, there was no sunlight. I just turned on the Christmas tree, cuddled up with Bae, got in the bed, and did some journaling. That is the highlight of my week as of late, because December has been quite busy, y'all. I don't know what I was thinking. These 3 videos a week, I probably already shared with you, are beating my black ass. Like, they whooping up on me something terrible. And I just had not anticipated how much time it was going to take and focus to crank out this amount of content as well as get my other work done. Speaking of which, I'm actually in between calls and headed to the airport tonight. So I am taking some time off from my consulting portfolio, because at this point I'm choosing violence against myself. And it does not have to be this way. So excited to really breathe a bit coming up here, hopefully starting next week. But in the meantime, one of you actually asked me a question that I've been itching to answer, which is, what do you get the person who has it all or the person who just doesn't like privileged material things? I think I am the kind of person who, I enjoy both, don't get me the line, because I really want a tennis bracelet. Now, I just keep talking about this and hopefully it's going to just appear on my wrist. But that doesn't mean that just as much, if not more, I don't also love experiences. As a matter of fact, I remember one year I shared with you all my luxury wish list, and experiences were at the top of that list. So within that vein, I have quite a few things here that are kind of like life hacks. They are ways to give that person their time back, or to kind of give them a little bit of luxury that may not be something tangible. And on the topic of giving them their time back, I have a couple things that I have really, really enjoyed that I think would make great gifts. One, giving them a personal chef. So either like a weekly kind of prepared meals that you pay for and that get delivered to their house, or something a lot more intimate, which is like a night at home, you and this person, if it is your partner or a close friend, or if it's someone else, you just give them a gift card or a gift certificate, or you book it for them, and you allow for them to plan a night at home with them, their spouse, their family, by themselves, enjoying great food that is made by a chef. I've not done that here locally before, although I want to. I thought about it for my anniversary, so I'll probably do it at some point in the future, but I've done it abroad twice, once for my birthday and then last year in Greece, and both times the food was outstanding. And there's something about the intimacy of having someone come to your home to cook for you that I absolutely love, and I think they will too. The other things are a bit more practical, but for like a busy working professional or a busy parent or someone who just is in need of kind of a bit of luxury or self-care, there are two things that I love that at this point, if I don't have, I'm not well. Number one is someone to come and clean this house, y'all. And while it may seem absolutely indulgent, number one, it's not nearly as cost prohibitive as we think it is. And so getting someone kind of like a one-time home cleaner gift card, maybe $100, $150, maybe even less than that if you go through a service like Handy, for example. I can't recommend any person in particular on Handy. I just know that Handy is an app that connects you with people who do all types of things around your house. And so it may be easy to find a gift card that they can then use for whatever service they want, including home cleaners. And the other service that I have been loving that I don't know if I'm going to be able to ever live without. I've been using it for a lot less time, but I can already tell it is a worthy investment, and that is laundry services. Again, not nearly as cost prohibitive as we think. I mean, I gave those people a bag this size. I kid you not. It was actually a moving bag that I got from Amazon full of laundry. If you watched the previous episode of Vlogmas, you saw me pick up that big bag. That was $30 to launder. They picked it up from me and then brought it back the next day. It is a no-brainer. It is a no-brainer. And for people who are busy with children, you know, they spill things on their clothing and babies have multiple things that they're wearing a day. Treat yourself to a laundry service. Try it out for at least a month. Give someone, and if you cannot figure out what service to use or how to purchase it on a website, everything that I'm mentioning today, a Visa gift card would do as well. Write a sweet note. Handwritten cards are lovely for the folks who have it all. And tell them what you are contributing towards. Laundry services definitely being worth their weight in gold. I kid y'all not. Now let's talk about services, like consultation services. I also think are great for the person who has it all. But it takes you knowing this individual, right? It means that you have had conversations with them over time. You've heard them mentioning, oh, I want to do this, or I'm interested in that. And these services can actually help them to achieve a bigger goal. So things like a personal stylist, for example, or someone who can come in and organize or declutter closets, I think are perfect gifts. Again, we are giving this person their time back, and time is, I think, a priceless resource. I actually have a friend who is a professional organizer, so trust me, they do exist. And y'all let us know if you've ever had any experiences with an organizer before. Claire and I, her name is Claire, she actually consulted with me virtually. So you don't even have to be in person for someone like this to support you. Same thing with styling, for example. Possibly even interior design services. Someone who's like, oh, I just feel like I can't get my house together, or I really want to paint, or I want to move my furniture around, but I don't know where to start. Treat them, gift them with a service who can do that work for them. Trust me, if it is an interest of theirs, they will be so appreciative. Also coaching, so wellness coaching, leadership coaching, nutritionists, executive coaching, career coaching, someone to help with the resume, right? If it's a friend that you have or someone who, wants to change careers or even get back into the workforce, having a coach actually mentor them through the process would be great. Same thing with someone who maybe wants to get started on a fitness journey, or who may want to lose weight or may want to get healthier. Finding them coaches in that space, I think, would be a really good gift. Next up is subscription boxes, and you all know that I am a big fan of cloth and paper. I get theirs every month. I have gotten it for probably the past 3 years, and it's just exciting for me, not just as a stationery lover, but as someone who loves getting something other than bills in the mail, to have something to look forward to once a month. And so whether they are into reading or journaling or their beard care for a man, or someone who's into fragrances or wines, I did a quick Google search, y'all, and there are so many boxes that you can have delivered to someone you love every month or even short term. And I think that is a really great gift. Next up, let's talk about travel. This is probably one of the only actual items that I'm going to mention on this list, because if the person loves travel, one thing I know is that you can never have too many items to make your travel a little bit easier. Whether it is a nice passport holder that is monogrammed, or if it's like me and they want to start to invest in better luggage. I didn't show you all, but after I went to Toomey and got my new suitcase, I went down to Florida to the outlet, and they had this bag on sale. My fiance tried to convince me not to monogram it because she was like, this is getting out of hand. Everybody does not need to know your initials, but I wasn't leaving there without my monogram. So this one is a little bit bigger than the tote, as you can see, but it still has the slot in the back where your luggage goes. It has feet on the bottom. And the thing that really sold me on this, to kind of complete the suite of at least the smaller pieces that go along with this Toomey collection, is that this actually has wire on the side. So I just love the way it opens and it closes. And trust me, you can fit quite a bit. Now, I would use this in place of my tote. So on longer trips where I'm really trying to get away with a carry-on and a personal item, this is going to allow for me to carry more. You still have your water bottle slot here, as well as your laptop space, and you have one zipped enclosure in the back as well. I haven't even taken this out, y'all, as a crossbody or a shoulder strap. This was at the outlet, okay? So you do not have to spend a whole heap of money on these things. It does have that cell phone little pouch right there in the front, which I think is clutch. I can never find my phones ever when I'm in the airport, and I do not know why. And it sits right on top of the carry-on, which I won't show you all again. Go back and watch the video if you haven't seen it. But I have been keeping stored away in the Toomey dust bag. Who knew luggage had dust bags? Y'all probably knew that, but I didn't even know, girl. I've been out here thugging it. So if someone you love is also out here thugging it and they think they have it all, elevating their luggage may be a great gift this time of year. One more thing to add into travel, I would say, and this goes back to experiences, is upgrade them to first class. And it's not always that expensive. If it's someone with whom you have a close relationship, then you probably can get access to their their confirmation number. And actually, it'll typically ask, if you're checking in, if you want to upgrade, or you can call the airline and do it for them, and it would be a great surprise. I did that for my fiance one time on a layover, because it's always cheaper then, and she was so excited. I also think a gift card will work well here as well. Get them out the back of the bus. And trust me, I go back there a lot. More often than I'm sitting in first class, that's for sure. So what I can tell you is it is a marked difference. So whether it is a gift for yourself or someone else, find a way, if you can, to surprise them. If not, just let them know to upgrade them to first class on their next trip. And then there's obviously a spa day. I mean, I think that's probably pretty obvious. Not everyone loves to be touched. That sounds a little. Not everyone loves therapeutic treatments in that way. But for the person who does, a spa day would be really nice. I've been gifted massages over the years and I absolutely love them. What I love even more these days though are gift cards to the Korean spa, because I can just lounge in there all day, get work done, etc. I will probably be doing that sometime this week, as a matter of fact. If they work from home, like, hey girl, go and get some work done down at the spa today. If there is one in their area, again, I call them Korean spas. They are all over the DMV. They're probably in your area as well. They typically have co-ed spaces and gendered only spaces, and you can get a number of treatments there. The one I go to, you get everything from reflexology to body scrubs. You can get your hair and nails done in there as well. Sometimes they have gyms in there. They may even have memberships, and they have food. So it's a no-brainer for me. And the last thing I will say is if it's someone who either is a big news watcher or reader, or they are interested in learning more about what's going on right now, just in the world generally, I think subscriptions to objective news sources are so important. And this can look like Substacks that you trust. Justice will be coming out with a Substack in January. For folks who do not know, Substacks are basically like newsletters or blogs. Blogs have made a comeback, baby. Where you go, you follow people, and in your inbox every day or however frequently they post are their writings, their thoughts. It could be poetry, it could be playlists, it could be recipes, a number of things. And they have Substackers who talk about everything from politics to music to tech. So that might be something that you want to give someone, as well as actual subscriptions to like the New York Times or the Washington Post. And you can still get people actual paper newspapers. I know it's astonishing, but you can do it. Or you can gift them the digital versions. I love to read the Times on my iPad. And if they're not into Substack, or you don't think they want a subscription to a news site or to a magazine like The Atlantic, for example, or The New Yorker, then I would say do something creative for them. Make them a playlist. I know I would love that. I'm always asking people, what you listening to? Because I just love being put on to new artists. Something other than like the ratchet trap music I listen to. Because I just listen to like stripper music is really it for me. But I know I've heard there are other things to listen to. So playlists would be good. As well as the last thing I'll say are blind dates with books. I love this. I've seen it on Etsy, but you can create it. Get somebody a book, wrap it, put in the front of it a bookmark, maybe a pen or a highlighter, a cute little dried flower, however you want to decorate it. Or you might just want to wrap the book, whatever it is. If it's someone who is interested in reading or reading more, it's called a blind date with a book. You can Google it. There are many ways to kind of make it personalized and make it fun and exciting. It's called a blind date because they have no idea what they're going to be reading until they receive it. I think that's also a really good white elephant gift. Like if you're planning something for your office party or your family party, then exchanging books, but have people just kind of go up and literally not be able to judge a book by its cover, I think is a dope idea. And that is it, good people. That is today's episode of Vlogmas. I hope you have enjoyed our time down at Olfactory. Making the scent, girl. I hope you have enjoyed that. I highly recommend it. It was probably one of the best experiences, put that on the list, that I've had in a long time. Some of these things they exaggerate what the experience is going to be like, or the timing is not really in alignment. I've had a wide variety of experiences here in the DMV over the past 1 to 2 years, but that one was at the top, if not the best of all of the ones that I have joined. So highly recommend. Shout out to Miss Marley for joining and wanting to spend time with me. I really appreciated that. And thank you for tuning in to the gift guide for the person who has it all. I hope you have found it to be helpful. I'll see you good people next time. Peace.